Hey guys. Okay. Today I want to show you my go-to deck for reading. Okay. So it's the Yantra Deck. This just flew out. Acceptance. So a couple reasons why I use this deck. First, the story of this is my go-to deck for doing readings. When I first started doing readings, I didn't use cards because I don't really need them. In fact, I'm much better just listening to your consciousness and listening to your energy. But I worked at a metaphysical shop at the time, and it really bugged people for me to just sit down and start telling them about themselves. And for some reason, the cards really helped break the ice. And it actually broke the ice energetically too. Because the cards were saying what they were saying, people got open faster. So I went to a buyer's convention for metaphysics, and there was the author and artist of this deck at the show. Okay. And he was doing readings and showing off his deck so that we could buy them from him. He read the deck for me, did a reading for me, and I literally heard these cards myself. Okay. So what he painted, he would do Eckhart Tolle meditations and then paint. But these symbols and these things that are on here spoke volumes to me, and not necessarily in alignment with the book. Not that the book's bad. It's definitely useful if you are new to reading cards. There's also this deck comes with a big kind of poster that tells you how to do the spiral spread. So you can kind of get started with that. But this deck spoke so loudly to me that I decided, okay, this is my deck. And ever since, I have used it. I have used this deck to start off readings, for myself, for others. I have a deck set at home. I've actually had this stolen once. My purse got stolen out of my car, and my deck was in there. And I thought, oh, that's gonna be karma for that person. But this is no longer, as far as I know, really easily accessible out there. I don't think you can just go and buy it. I don't think that they're in print anymore. I could be wrong. And at the time of this recording, that's true, but it could change. So just FYI. But I do have a stockpile of them for the purpose of, just making sure to preserve that we have access to this great stuff. The thing I also like about this deck, so here's another card, is that it can be read 4 different directions. Okay. So I read it upside down, or right side up and upside down. So forward and reverse, like you might some other kind of deck, but you can also read them sideways. And when something comes out and it's sideways where it could be adjusted to the right for correction to make it upright, there's a masculine aspect to what's being said. So there's a do that's being said. When the adjustment to make it upright is to the left, there's a feminine aspect or something to be with in regard to the card that you're throwing. So this is my take on the Yantra deck. I do occasionally teach the Oracle card reading classes, although sometimes some of my really wonderful students teach as well, because they've had their training in lots of these areas for a long time. But these cards have all kinds of really fun shapes and really are very loud. I find that any deck that's made from somebody meditating and then doing the art is a lot louder to hear intuitively, because somebody's put all their energy into it rather than somebody who, is just making something pretty for a concept. Okay, that's the Yantra deck from Leanne Holitza. Go be amazing.